Networking Do's, Don'ts, and Benefits, made by Lily Williams for TLT Tomorrow's Leaders Today. I will be talking about why you should network, when to network, some easy ways to start networking, some great conversation starters, the do's and don'ts to network, how to network efficiently, and how to overcome networking challenges. So, what is networking? By definition, networking is the exchange of information and ideas among people with a common profession or special interest, usually in an informal social setting. Networking often begins with a single point of common interest. For example, you are more likely to talk to someone and become friends if you have a common interest like working out, cars, or crocheting, and it is the same in the professional world. So, why networking is useful and important? Networking helps a professional keep up with current events in the field and develop relationships that may boost future businesses or employment prospects. Professionals using networking to expand their circles of acquaintances, find out about job opportunities in their field, and increase their awareness of news and trends in that field. Colleges and universities are providing more opportunities for alumni and current students to network with one another no matter where you are in your education. Online networking is a professional networking platform, just like LinkedIn is, and provides an online location for people to engage with other professionals, join groups, post blogs, and share information. And of course, they provide a place to post a resume that can be seen by prospective employees. You can search for jobs, or it's to identify job candidates. Online networking forums allow professionals to demonstrate their knowledge and connection with like minded people. So, why should you network? Some of the benefits of networking for both businesses and just networking in general is that business owners may network to develop relationships with people and companies they may do business with in the future. These companies help them establish rapport and trust among people in their community. Successful businesses network by involving regular follow up with contacts to exchange valuable information that may not be readily available outside of the network. And networking can help you identify opportunities for collaboration, strategic joint ventures, partnerships, and new areas to expand your business. When can you network? You can start networking in your day to day life when you introduce yourself while meeting new people. You can network in your college alumni groups like LinkedIn or in social groups or private clubs. Seminars and conferences is a huge way to start networking since they have a common interest with you and is a place to easily dive deeper into that topic with somebody. You can also network at church. If you are still uncomfortable networking in public to complete strangers, then an easy way to start networking, according to Marissa King, a professor of organizational behavior at the Yale School of Management, mentioned to reconnect with your dormant ties. Dormant ties are defined as the people you already know but haven't seen or reached out to in a few years. For example, your old high school friends or even college friends if you are a college grad. Research has shown that dormant ties are more likely to provide you with a creative advice than a brand new connection. Starting once a week, think about the people you have felt the most connected to in the past. Write down the names and send a short message along the line of, "Hey, I'm thinking about you," or "How have you been?" and just go from there. If you have more specific questions that come to mind, then write them down for later. You have to remember that your main focus is to get back in touch with the person. So, some conversation starter to avoid some small talk. So instead of asking, "What do you do?" try asking, "What do you think is the most valuable part of your work? What problems do you want to help others solve? Or what aspects of your work do you enjoy most and why?" Another example is what is your current role? Try asking what roles and positions have led you to where you are today and which ones taught you the most. Another starter is instead of asking where you are from, try asking what places have you lived in and traveled to throughout your career or studies, and which location has had the biggest impact on you. So, some of the do's in networking: know your value and what you can offer to your network. Knowing what you bring to the table leads to confident networking. Remember names. Yes, this is obvious, but trust me, it is easy to forget names when you are at a networking event. You are meeting a lot of people. An easy way to remember names is to write in your notes app the people you meet at the event and one unique detail about the person. The unique detail also helps when reaching out online so the person knows you are actually paying attention and it will end up starting the relationship on a good note. Having good body language. You want to appear approachable, confident, and knowledgeable. Some good body language to remember is maintaining eye contact during conversations, sitting or standing up straight if possible, smiling at others, but be mindful of your resting face, and give people enough space. Having a brand story is very important. This is when you are asked to tell me about yourself. It is your journey of everything that led you up to this point. Do research before networking on the attendees or companies you are interested in working with. It will show companies that you are excited and is a helpful way to get some specific questions. And lastly, maintaining community in your network. You are working hard to build up your network, so maintain it by sending birthday wishes, helpful resources, or even life updates. Networking is like a plant. You have to continue watering or sending out messages every so often to continue that relationship and growth so it doesn't wither away. Some of the don'ts in networking: saying things that can trigger people. It is not always clear what exactly triggers people, so to be on the safe side and stay away from touchy subjects when networking in new spaces. Topics like politics, religion, sex, or trauma. Networking without a plan. You need a step by step action to make sure you achieve your career goals through networking. If you don't have a plan, then you'll be wasting your time and focusing on the wrong people you're networking with instead of the right people. Thinking networking is all about you. Don't only network when you need something. Networking is all about creating values on both ends. It is not all about how well you can self promote. Also, having a negative attitude about networking. Some ways to change your mindset is to create positive affirmations involving networking, making networking a part of your lifestyle, and pacing yourself while networking. You also need to not ignore social cues. That means to learn how to pick up on verbal cues and try to figure out how others may feel in the situation. Another big don't is overlooking your appearance. You want people to focus on you and not your appearance. Always look appropriate for the occasion and don't ignore the dress code. So, how to network effectively? It's important to take some time to explore your options before committing to a specific networking group. While it's tempting for someone looking for a dream job to join as many networks as possible, a better strategy is to target your time and efforts toward those groups that better suit your interests and needs. And lastly, overcoming networking challenges. Accepting rejection gracefully. Rejection is inevitable while networking and shouldn't be taken personally. It doesn't mean that you are not good enough or your offer is not valuable. Rejection is a part of the process and doesn't define your worth or potential. Breaking the ice with confidence. Feeling nervous, shy, and awkward while meeting new people or attending unfamiliar events is very common when starting your networking journey. Start by doing research on the attendees, careers, or topics, and prepare icebreakers such as open ended questions or compliments. Remember to smile, make eye contact, and use positive body language to convey confidence and enthusiasm, even if you are still really nervous. Don't be afraid to people and approach people and introduce yourself because everyone is there to network. Handle competition professionally. When seeing other networkers as rivals, start seeing them as potential collaborators or allies instead. Follow up with purpose. It is challenging to follow up with someone since you may not know how to reach out, when to reach out, or even what to say. To follow up effectively, have a clear purpose and a personalized message. You should be following up within 24 hours, expressing your appreciation and reminding them of your conversation and suggestions, your, your next step to networking, like a meeting. Seek feedback and evaluation through your mentors, colleagues, and friends. Also, learn how to grow from challenges. Networking is an opportunity to learn and grow from your mistakes, failures, and rejections, and you should use them to improve your performance and resilience. Also, learn from success, achievements, and connections to expanding your network.